everybody, welcome back to Omnitrix Radio, your favorite Ben 10 watch-along episodes podcast. I am your host, Riely, joined, of course, by the one, the only, Demigloom!
That all cut out. I said, yeah, bitch, but like really loud. I did the Jesse Pinkman bit, and it was really
bitch.
funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny to my neighbors, but I guess it didn't get recorded.
not so funny to the audience who didn't hear it.
Yeah. Anyways, Riely, we got comments, bro.
We got comments? Singular, I think?
Oh, yeah, we got a single comment. It might as well be comments. It's a long ass.
This one comment should be considered multiple comments due to how long it is.
Yeah. Okay, well, take a wild guess who commented this time.
Oh, was it Inside Zoidberg? Was it Lone Wolf? Was it I'm just like reading members of the Discord.
Inside Zoidberg actually commented just a few hours ago on this video.
What'd you say?
See, the joke is that she couldn't have possibly done it. The joke, all right, never mind. Fuck that. Ellie, our long-term fan, this show's executive producer, and this show's sole reason for existing at this point, says, it is I, the long-term couple-week viewer. I'm certainly an OG. Stallions and gentle mares. Demi's fault for making an MLP pun. Lol. Also, fair enough. I'm not
read it like that. Don't mock Ellie, okay?
I'm not trying to mock her. It's just my funny reading voice.
Okay.
Okay, wait. We don't know what Ellie's pronouns are. Ellie, can you please tell us your pronouns in the next episode, or in this episode's comments?
It's funny because in the other recording of this, that definitely never happened. This is definitely the first time we're trying this. I'm the one who misgendered them.
Yeah,
and possibly misgendered them, and now you did, or assumed their gender. Rather, we're not necessarily misgendering, but we are assuming gender.
We did assume the gender of Ellie, and for that we apologize. Also, fair enough on not doing the Ben 10 Alien Force game. Whoa! I'm getting more content either way, baby. You guys are feeding my Ben 10 brain rot. 2 prayer hands emojis. Yeah, fuck the Ben 10 Alien Force game. We're not doing it. I'm not doing.
But the Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax attacks game.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that with Riely. He could do that with fucking Jelly You or something. I don't.
What the fuck? Listen, it doesn't matter what Demi's saying now, because as I famously say to her all the time when we argue about things, she knows she will eventually succumb. So you can Riely. Expect Vilgax attacks once I beat Protector of her.
Trade offer.
Which will probably never happen.
Trade offer.
Mm-hmm.
You receive Ben 10 Alien Force
Vilgax attack. What do I receive? Or what do you receive, rather?
I receive Super Mario Star Road Let's Play.
Fuck that. Unless you're playing and we do it on your channel. I'm not playing that shit.
Sorry. Last Impact.
Do I have to play that shit, or do I just be there?
You have to play it.
Fuck no.
I'll walk you through all of it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Man. Whatever.
Really hard.
Alright. Butch Hartman. More like Bitch Fartman for real. Agreed. Also, you guys didn't ask at all, but I don't know. I feel like it is bad parenting to leave a 10-year-old alone if the front door is open. Really, Max should have locked the Rust Bucket's door with the windows cracked open so that Gwen could breathe like a dog in a car or whatever. Even if you're not far, a creep could totally snatch a 10-year-old girl who's all alone. Though I do think Max thinking the Kraken isn't real is fairly valid, considering there's always a delusional dude who thinks Nessie will give him a big old kiss. Side note, whenever I hear the word exotic, it makes me think of the word erotic. So I heard erotic wildlife poacher, and it gave me a good laugh. See, when me and Riely read this comment for the first time, we both laughed really hard. But since unfortunately, we've already read this comment on the first attempts to record this episode. So
unfortunately, Ben, I don't care.
Just insert a clip of us laughing or something. I don't fucking know.
Just go find a random clip of us laughing.
Hey,
Just
Riley,
splice it in.
can you do one of your stupid laughs right now? And I'll cut that out and then put it right there.
I can't do that on command, Demi. It has
Okay,
to be
I'll do
natural.
mine. I'll do mine. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, we'll just edit that in there.
I'll do my famous hee hee hee. There you go.
All right. Also, hello. Yes, it is me, Riely and Demigloom's producer. I think that, at least in this situation, obviously I can't see the future, but so far, the jokes about 9/11 and stuff have been funny. It's not like saying, yes, 9/11 was awesome. I hope everyone who died dies again, lol lol, but rather joking about 9/11 by like comparing it to Ben 10 fighting a big alien in a city. Like, yeah, it's edgy, but I don't think it's particularly mean-spirited. It's just silly and funny. An accurate, however ridiculous comparison, and it got a good laugh out of me. So yeah. Also, I think Demi's plot summary is perfectly fine. If you'd rather not do it, then that's fair. But your they spelled summary wrong. I'm
No,
sorry.
how
I'm
they spell
sorry.
summary?
Summery. It's pretty. I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny.
It's when you give a summary of something during the summer season, you spell it.
Oh, so you mean like my dialogue, which is very reminiscent of summertime, me being
Yes.
summary. Okay, but your summary has nothing wrong with it. But I do think next time, if you both do one summary each, that would both give you an opportunity at it, and you guys could see if you prefer one specific person doing it or if you want to alternate from now on. Also, oh my god. If at the end of every episode, Ben Tennyson did the peace sign and collected a power sign and said, "Here we go," I would die. That's so dumb.
Sign?
Sorry, a peace sign and collected a power star.
Yep.
I would die. That's so dumb, but so funny. Lol.
I
Also,
forgot that we said that.
Also, Jiminy Christmas. I've left so much comment. I'm so sorry you have to read all this. I get so invested that I write line after line, and then I end up having a conversation with myself in one message. Essentially, I blame my autism, Lamau. Love the podcast. We encourage anyone with autism to listen to this podcast. It's pretty much the only audience that this would appeal to, I think. But the neurodivergent
10-year-olds and autists are the audience of the Ben 10 podcast.
No. Don't if you're under 18, don't listen to this podcast.
Oh, fuck off. You can listen to this podcast.
Minors do not interact with me.
Half of the issue crew is not allowed to listen to Omnitrix Radio.
Listen, for legal reasons, we have to say if you're under 18, you can't listen to this. Okay.
How is that legal reasons? Why is this an over 18 podcast? The only legal reason is we have to say you have to be over 13 because of COPPA, but not over 18.
Listen, we make too much jokes about boku wa sekusu daisuki, if you know what I'm saying. For the little kiddies. I just don't want the feds coming to my house.
They make jokes about sex in fucking PG-13 Marvel movies.
I know.
You don't have to be 18.
I'm just being
Yeah.
funny. I'm just being funny. Shut the fuck. You're a bit killer. You're the biggest bit killer on fucking planet Earth. You're worse than Mo Diggity.
I thought it would be funnier to argue with you, and I think I was right.
Whatever. Ellie, do not apologize for leaving a shit ton of comments, or rather a very long comment. We fucking love it, and we're both incredibly flattered that our show is worthy of your undivided attention in this way. You're likely the only person who consistently consumes all of our Ben 10 content and has strong feelings about it. So we really thank you, and it really helps us keep the show going. It's really motivating, and I'm so happy that we've managed to resonate with at least one person. Would you agree, Riely? You like the long comments?
Hell yeah, I love Ellie's comments. I hope they keep leaving them every episode. And I just want to say, in both comments, Ellie has said, I know you didn't ask before saying something about the Ben 10 episode. Listen, we always asked, okay? Just assume that we want to know your answer to any question about Ben 10 in the world, and feel free to tell us.
Exactly. Please, do not restrain yourself. But anyway.
No, but I love, there's always, that one person. Which, it makes it all worth it, that one person who, listens to a thing that you do. For Largest Issue, it's Harry Otter. And for this show,
it was me for a while, and then
it was you for a while, and then we we absorbed you into the fold. Maybe we'll have to do the same for Ellie.
Yeah, if Ellie, if
there
you
is
want,
no escape, Ellie. You're gonna be the third co-host of Omnitrix Radio, whether
if you
like
want to
it or
come
not.
on, if you want to come on Omnitrix Radio, you can. We're putting that out there. I know she
But
says
see,
she,
I'm not gonna kidnap you and
they
make you a co-host. But if you want to guest, go ahead.
they mentioned I spoke with them in the comment section. They mentioned that they don't really give out their social media to random people on the internet, which is understandable. I wouldn't give Demigloom any of my contact information either. But
yeah, Demigloom's pretty a big degenerate. I don't know if I want her to be in contact with me.
No, the shit that I pull on people.
Wait, I thought Ellie did friend you on Discord. I thought you added them to the fucking. I'm gonna add everybody to this group chat because it's so funny. It's group chat.
No, I added a different. That was a different Ellie.
Oh, yeah.
No, this Ellie. If you wanna come on the show, you're always welcome on the show, and it would be awesome. But no pressure. We're happy to have our listener.
The door is always open, but we will not push you through it, as it were.
Yes, but anyways, as Ellie mentioned, the question of the day for the last episode was: should Demigloom or Riely have to do a plot summary? With the options being Riely, Demigloom, or each of us should do one episode. Honestly, after thinking about it, I feel like there's only one logical answer to this question.
Yeah, Demigloom.
Fuck you. I think us each doing one episode is perfectly fair, perfectly reasonable, and there's no reason to do it any other way.
Listen, I did every plot summary on Kira's Kingdom. I was looking forward to taking a back seat. We initially established the show was going to be you doing all the plot summaries, and I'm pissed I had to do more work now. Makes me upset.
Wow, you have to actually do something for this podcast. Jesus Christ. I have to do all the fucking visual work that I have to do. You should be grateful.
Oh no, my podcast visuals are so good. Look at me, I'm Demigloom.
The podcast visuals are great. And Ellie, back me up here.
I'm not saying they're not great. I'm saying you talk way too much about how great they are.
Everybody, I made the visuals for this podcast. I did a great job. Riely had no creative input in terms of the visuals. Fuck you, Riely. Me.
I probably haven't even seen most of the visuals. I've listened to some of the episodes. I listened to episode 2 while I was high, like the entire thing, just because I was like laying down and I was high, and I just listened to the whole fucking thing once.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. We do a good podcast here. Do you really only do it because of Ellie? Do you not want to do this show?
I'd realistically, if it weren't for Ellie, I'd probably still do this show. But Ellie, like, I'd say, like, if Ellie wasn't,
they're an additional motivator that makes
they're
you
an
more
additional
want to
motivator.
do the
Yeah,
show.
I'd say without Ellie, there's probably an 80% chance that I would be able to, that I would have the motivation to commit to this weekly podcast, quote unquote weekly podcast.
Yeah, I don't think. When did episode 2 come out? Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to call this a weekly podcast at this point.
Not yet, but hopefully. You see,
That's
not even this week because
to.
we recorded it late, so I'm sure it'll come out late. To peel the curtain, nobody knows this yet because we have not yet reached this schedule. But how the show is supposed to work is we're supposed to record it on Wednesday nights and release it on Saturdays. But that has not yet happened.
I can try to get this edited by the end of Saturday, but it's probably not going to happen.
This is Friday night, by the way, folks. We're recording this a little late this week, so we'll see if Demi can get it done in time for tomorrow.
I'll see. I'll definitely be able to get it done by Sunday, but no promises on Saturday.
The video comes up like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Friday the 2nd, just to clarify, so that Demi can't cuck herself out of this later.
Okay. We did get one vote on the straw poll that says we should each do one for one episode. Plus, Ellie left a comment saying that's how we should do it.
I assume Ellie's also the one who voted, but either way, it did win.
Riely, can we just pretend for one moment that we have like an audience? Can we just please just have this immersion?
Okay, fine. There is one other person, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure one other person watches this show.
No, I mean, both episodes have done pretty good in views. I mean, episode 1 has a lot. That was probably because of the Breaking Bad blow up. But even episode 2 has like 20. So
wait, the Breaking Bad what?
The Breaking Bad blow up. Like I was getting a bunch of views on my shit because of the Breaking Bad Nintendo DS title screen. Did Ellie discover the channel because of that, or did she happen upon a Ben 10 video? I wonder. fuck they.
Yeah, I actually have no idea. I don't remember the first thing they commented on. I mean, they could have commented on the Breaking Bad thing, but like we wouldn't have seen it because it would be lost in the sea of comments.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments on that video. I wonder if Valley's even like watched any of our non-Ben 10 shit.
I don't know, Ellie. Please tell us if you've tell us how you discovered this channel. Tell us what it was for you that brought you here. But anyways, I'm ready for some plot summaries. Are you ready for some plot summaries, Riely?
Hell yeah, I'm ready for you to go first.
All right. Well, let me grab my notes. Okay, so episode 5 of Ben 10 is it's called Hunted. This episode starts out in space in Vilgax's ship. Within the ship,
Wait, isn't this episode 6?
no, this is episode 5.
Wait, what was episode 6?
Episode 6 was the one where they go to that like tourist town.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. Continue.
Okay. Episode 5 begins like essentially it shows Vilgax's ship and he has three people in his ship with him, which are presumably bounty hunters, and he basically says one of you boys is going to bring the Omnitrix, and he sends them to Earth. And then the
You
theme
didn't
song
mention he put
plays.
them through a big flashy audition. Come on.
Okay, yeah, they put him through a big flashy audition, and it was some decent action.
That's
I believe.
pretty good.
What did he say that they would get if they brought the Omnitrix back? What was the reward?
I don't think they ever specified what the reward was. I think it's
But
just
yeah.
like money because they.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, the theme song plays, and then it cuts to the middle of the desert with Grandpa Max and Ben, who
I mean, how does the theme
into...
song go? Sing the theme song for me.
It goes like, and I'm cutting out. Yeah, fuck that. You cut out too. Fuck this.
Fuck.
The high notes.
It started with an alien device did what it did.
Yeah, that was so off key. That was so bad. We're moving on.
It started with an alien. It's such like a weird voice to emulate.
Started alien
device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist, the secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10.
Ben 10. Okay, that one was pretty good.
He's on the
All right, stops. You missed the whole part. So if you see him, you might be in for a big surprise.
You turn into an alien before your very eye.
Okay, but fuck this.
He's slimy freaky.
This is so bad. Next bit over.
Bit over. And we'll be back with Omnitrix Radio after these messages.
No, fuck you. Listen. Essentially, Grandpa Max sets up an obstacle course for Ben to complete as Diamond Head, which involves like punching bags flying around, projectiles and shit. And essentially, he's like running around and shooting spikes and shit, and it's pretty cool until he accidentally fucks up and hits what does he hit? He like spends
a bunch of shit. Like
he hits a bunch of shit and it ricochets all over the place, and he
hits a bottle of sunscreen. It gets all over.
Yeah. Well, that was a very interesting choice.
Demi, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know about any white substances that would be uncomfortable if they were placed on Gwen.
I swear to God, every kid's cartoon has this shit where like one of the fucking characters is covered in this weird fucking white liquid. Their face is covered in white liquid.
At least in this
one,
there's not literally like a cum shot. That happens in Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, that happens in.
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I have, and I don't.
It's like Beast Boy turns into a cow and like sprays milk on Wonder Woman.
Yes, I know. I know the clip, Riely. You didn't have to explain it to me.
It's a great clip. I watched it on repeat several times.
I'm putting this on the screen. Fucking you see Gwen with white liquid all over her face. It's so fucking gross. Like, why do shows do this? Is it funny or is it like perverted?
You see, I don't think this was this doesn't look enough like cum to make me think it was intentional. It's like something weird to look back on, but I'm pretty sure it was just, haha, they're sitting out in the sun and she has sunscreen. So Ben shoots the bottle and it gets all over her and she's like, "Ah, I'm covered in sunscreen
I think it's a
now."
bit of a stretch, considering the amount of cartoons where this shit happens and white liquid gets projectiled onto the face of a fucking character. It just, I don't buy it. There's something going on here.
Now you see, if it happens again in Alien Force, I might feel a little different about it. You know what I'm saying?
Shut the fuck up, you pervert. Okay, yeah, that happens, and then the fucking... What the fuck happens after that, man?
I don't know. This is why you're supposed to have the fucking wiki up.
I do have it up, but I have like ADHD. I can't concentrate on this. Unless you want me to read the fucking wiki article.
No, don't read the wiki. Just like look down. Just keep the wiki in front of you and like kind of read it, but rephrase it. That's what I did on Curious Kingdom. I basically read the wiki, but I rephrased it because I have a functioning brain and I can like rephrase things and add shit to them.
The 3 bounty hunters, 6-6, Crab, and Tetrax, finally track down Ben and Gwen, right? They're messing around in some building. He's like trying to freak her out with Ghost Freak, and all of a sudden this weird crab guy like comes out of the ground, like
no, it's Ben being irresponsible that fucks us up. Also, you've missed like fucking 20% of the episode, I think.
No, what did I miss?
So they find out that Diamond Head's Diamond Shrapnel also hit a fuel pipe in the rust bucket because the rust bucket breaks down as they're trying to drive to their next destination. So they had to stop so Max can fix the rust bucket, and then Ben sneaks into some like weird abandoned like warehouse or some shit. And meanwhile, these bounty hunters are tracking Ben using a tracker that can tell when the Omnitrix is activated and where. And they find the training ground because that's where the Omnitrix was last activated. But then Ben turns into Ghost Freak to fuck with Gwen, so it gives them a ping on where they are, and that's when they're like, "All right, time to kill this kid and get our watch."
Then the crab dude, he's like, "Listen, give me the Omnitrix, and I won't hurt you." And then Ben's like, "No." And
even
then
if I wanted to do such a thing, I could not.
He's like, "No." And then he like turns over to Gwen. He's like, "What is he saying?" Because Ben's fucking stupid, and she's like,
he doesn't know what the Omnitrix is yet.
Yeah,
is this the first time we hear that name?
I was just gonna say that it's not the first time we hear the name; it's the first time Ben hears the name.
First time Ben hears the name because he heard Vilgax mention it. My bad. But,
Vilgax
it's the first time Ben
about
hears
the Omnitrix in the beginning of the episode.
I have to get the Omnitrix.
Why does Vilgax want the Omnitrix so bad?
Because he wants to use it to do epic shit.
Surely there's like something. Surely there's more powerful alien technology out there than the Omnitrix.
No, what the fuck do you mean? As we'll find out in Alien Force, I think the Omnitrix has
but Alien Force doesn't exist right now. Alien Force isn't even conceptualized at this point.
No. But it is implied that the Omnitrix has always had the potential to turn Ben into any alien he's been that he didn't DNA scan directly. It's just he hadn't unlocked them. So Alien X is in this Omnitrix right now. He just doesn't have access to it.
This is true.
It's funny because I don't know if I've seen this clip out of context, but I feel like I didn't. I feel like this is the exact context of the clip. Vilgax finally gets the Omnitrix in Alien Force, and I think the first and maybe even only alien he turns into. He might turn into 1 and 2 more. But I just find it really funny that the first alien he turns into is fucking Goop.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yes, this is so powerful," and he's just fucking Goop.
It's Goopin' time.
He said it's Goopin' time.
It's Vilgan time.
It's Vilgaxin time.
It's Gaxon time.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think we found it. It's Gaxon time.
Gaxon time.
Well, folks, we found the episode title. Yeah.
Okay, so Ben enters this storage building, transforms into Ghost Freak. This crab thing comes after him. He fights the crab thing, but he turns invisible. So Crab. Wait, what? He turns invisible, so Crab can't see him or whatever. But then all of a sudden he can see him. I don't know, guys. I didn't write this show. Which basically, essentially, his abilities are useless, and Ben gets his ass kicked. But Ghost Freak continues to the fight, doing just as badly, and ends up being blasted into a wall near a car lift. Crab moves in for the kill, but Gwen points out that the lever near him will activate the lift. Ghost Freak activates it, and Crab gets pinned to the ceiling. Ghost Freak then reverts back into Ben. They flee the scene, and Tetrax is seen watching from the rafters.
Are you reading the wiki verbatim?
No.
Oh, okay.
Those were just my
check.
words. I'm not even looking at the wiki. Those are just my words off the top of my head.
I'll just start typing them into the Google bar, and it'll take me to the Ben 10 wiki page.
Yeah, probably. Look, guys, I'm not good at describing plots and episodes and shit. Just give me a break. This is ableist.
Well, get better, Cock. That's your training. The show is your training. You gotta get used to this.
No, fuck you. I hate
You get used to this for when we watch a show that you love, and you have to do all the plot summaries.
I do love this show. You're mean.
I'm not saying that you don't love this show. I mean, I'm like, we're gonna do like some gay show that you love that I've never heard of, and you're gonna have to do all the plot summaries.
What, after we finish all of fucking Ben 10?
Yeah. If you can commit to all of Ben 10, you fucking pussy. Demigloom, for some reason, has arbitrarily decided to only commit to the end of Ultimate Alien, even though there's literally only one more series in the original Ben 10 continuity. She just won't commit to specifically Omniverse for some reason.
Yes, because, there's a line. You gotta draw the line somewhere.
And the line is Omniverse, because that's the end of the original continuity.
Not in my head canon.
Fuck your headcanon.
Your mom gave me some headcanon.
Omniverse fucking slaps, okay? I'm like 4 seasons in Omniverse now. It's fucking sick.
Alright, whatever, dude.
Anyway, there's some crab guy that Ben was fighting or something like that.
Crab guy. He fights the crab guy. And then Max and Ben and Gwen, they get in the rust bucket because it's fixed. And then they drive away. And then let me get a
ben10.wikia.com.
Yeah. Let me get a Big Mac, hold the lettuce, a large fry, and don't forget it.
Hey, don't say, hey, this is the first time that's been uttered publicly. Don't fucking steal my rap song, you motherfucker.
Listen, I need a McFlurry, so hurry. I'm so motherfucking hungry that my vision is blurry. Hey, yo.
Yo, that's gonna be a song on fucking Negra Arroyo Lane, my mixtape.
Hell yeah. Do you need me to produce Negra Arroyo Lane?
Yeah, you're producing all of my songs.
Okay.
And making the beats. I better get a discount for bulk purchasing, you motherfucker.
All right, so 6'6" shows up and he's flying.
How much is a 6-pack of Demigloom beats?
6'6", flies in front of the RV, and what does he do? He shoots the tires. He somehow pops the tires, so they're completely fucked. And then he's on the road uninjured. And Ben and Gwen and Max flee to a mine. And then Crab burrows his way to 6'6" and attacks him. And basically they're fucking fighting because they all want to get the Omnitrix, and it's this weird shit going on.
Yeah. So they start fighting each other because it's not that they want the Omnitrix. They're all getting the Omnitrix for Vilgax, but Vilgax sent all 3 of them and said only the one who actually gets the Omnitrix gets the reward.
Of course.
Which is very anti-intuitive. I think Vilgax either should have said they all 3 get a reward for working together, or just picked one of them and said fuck you to the other 2. It seems like sending the 3 of them and saying only one of them gets the reward is very counterintuitive because they're gonna fight each other.
Yeah, probably. I can't do this. I can't do it, Riely.
Demi,
my brain is hurting. My head is I'm literally getting a headache from this.
The people have spoken. I'm not doing your work for you. You do one and I do one.
This is so fucking painful. Ben transforms into Diamond Head, goes to attack. He plunges off. What the fuck? Nuh-uh. Crab confronts Ben, demands the Omnitrix. As he advances, Max steps between them and tossed a nearby chunk of metal at Crab. The trio run for their lives with Crab. They eventually end up at the center of the mine with a large
Wait, they run for their lives with Crab? That seems to imply that Crab is their friends, and they're running away with him.
Yeah, they all run away together.
You see, Demi, in trying to reword the wiki, is just omitting impertinent words. I do have the wiki up, by the way, Demi, so now I can definitively call you out.
Oh, great. Okay, so they run away, right? They start running away because they're scared of a chunk of metal, apparently.
Chunk of metal keeps kicking their ass.
Shit, but like these motherfuckers got like cannons and shit, man.
Wait, are you saying that Ben and Gwen have cannons, or that
No, I'm talking about the fucking aliens. Why are they scared of a chunk of metal?
because he be kicking their ass? What do you mean?
Okay, so I just like if this was real, like Grandpa Max would have just died. Like they would have just shot him and he would dead, like dead over. Like it's ridiculous that all these characters survive all these like crazy fucking alien battles
You
as
see,
weak humans.
I can believe it. No. You're barking up the wrong tree. I can believe it with Grandpa Max. He has like years and years of plumber training. Perhaps he's gained like endurance beyond a normal human. But Gwen should be dead 1,000 times over because she's just a normal little girl.
Yeah. And Ben,
And Ben
even
too,
though
because like when the Omnitrix is timed out, he's fucked, and he's gotten hit like that before.
even when Ben transforms into an alien, he does not have the same combat experience as like these fucking trained bounty hunters. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be able to kick their ass like this.
I mean, for sure, but like I think just the existence of those aliens is something to behold, and I think Ben has a natural intuitiveness, and the Omnitrix is built so that I don't know if this is true yet. I think this is lore later. I don't know if it was because the Omnitrix was upgraded in Alien Force or if this was always the case, but I think it is implied that Ben is automatically given a somewhat implicit knowledge of what an alien can do when he transforms into them.
I know that. Well, it definitely can alter his brain because when he turns into gray matter, he becomes smarter. So
I
certainly,
think at some point in the series, it becomes the case that whenever Ben turns into an alien, he automatically knows what it does. But I don't know if that's the case yet. I think that might be like an Alien Force post reboot thing.
I see.
Not the reboot of Ben 10, the reboot of the Omnitrix in Alien Force.
Yes. Basically, there's a goddamn canyon in between them. Gwen asks what they're gonna do. Max finds a lift and puts the kids on it. He activates it and jumps into it, just barely reaching it. As it takes them across the canyon, Crab prepares to cut the wire holding it up. He's stopped by 6-6, who
Who
blasts
blasts
him
him
and then turns
on
on
the
the lift.
lift.
And 6-6 pursues them.
Max
Max
comments that they need a plan.
With the
Omnitrix
Omnitrix
recharged, Ben decides to forget planning in favor of brute force.
Max points out that's exactly what the hunters want. And that's kind of like, I don't know, they kind of tried to shove this motto, like work smarter, not harder, into this episode.
But what what alien? Well, I guess we find out later it's gray matter, but like,
well, just work smarter, not, you know what I mean? Just like, don't just like
work smarter,
brute
not
force.
harder in general. But like, why is it nailed so hard to Ben? Like, what is he supposed to turn into gray matter into every fucking fight? No, he's gonna get fucking stepped on. What other smart options does Ben have in this scenario? I think Diamond Head is just fine.
Combat, I think the whole moral is that there's more to combat than literally just like running into somebody and beating the living shit out of them. It's about strategy. And you know, since we're in a cartoon, you putting your environment to your own advantage, that sort of thing. You know, like ripping shit out of the ground and beating the shit out of people with it.
Oh yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Demigloom, my wigga, please, just do it.
We're like halfway through the episode.
The more you complain, the worse it gets.
I don't want to like go through this whole plot like extensively. I just want to like generally talk about what happened. This literally fucks with my brain. This is literally exhausting me to the point where I want to pass out and fall asleep.
All right, fine. Where in the wiki did we leave off? Because you were just reading that shit. I guess I gotta take over. I guess I gotta do all the work again.
Do all the plot summaries. Fuck you.
Where did we leave off? Wigga, tell me.
Stop saying Wicca. I don't endorse this. It's not okay.
What's wrong with it?
It's just offensive.
No, it's not.
There is a long listen, I said it a couple times. I thought it was funny and cute, but like just like using it this much is I'm not into it. There's a history behind that word.
Okay, I'll just keep saying the N-word.
No.
Listen, you gotta choose one. Which one do you choose?
I choose the W word.
Okay. Good. Then we're
Okay.
clear, Wigga. Get where we leave off.
Ben transforms into Diamond Head again and goes to attack. He plunges off a car and grabs on 6-6, and the two plummet into the crater below. They then fly back out with 6-6 carrying Crab. As the lift takes Gwen and Max to safety, Diamond Head stays behind to deal with the hunters. The action does
Stop
not get
reading the
planned,
wiki
though.
verbatim.
Right. Either it's this or nothing, okay?
Just fucking rephrase it. Are you
I can't.
fucking dense?
I am, dude. I literally can't read and rephrase things. I'm incapable of doing that. I can't do it live, on the spot. I need to read.
It's supposed to be an intimate combination of having the wiki up as a reference and actually remembering what the fuck happened. Those
For me, I just get when I just try to describe the episode, I get you complain. It's I miss 2 fucking lines of dialogue that are supposedly extremely important.
You miss
the plot.
It's very important to the context of this episode that the rust bucket broke down. That's a substantial part of the plot that you just completely fucking
honestly, it really isn't, in all honesty. It's just
Ben and Gwen are just in a building. How did they get there? Why are they there? Well, the answer is the rust bucket broke down.
Look, okay, so when I try to just read it out, do it from the top of my head, I miss shit, right? But when I try to read this shit, I get so caught up in basically translating the fucking wiki that my brain doesn't even remember the episode. I'm just caught in doing this weird ass fucking assignment of translating this shit into, regular words.
Demi, you suck.
Okay.
The show's lame.
No, it's not. You're doing the shit that you were just complaining about the other day.
I'm not saying this episode is lame. I'm saying the whole show is lame.
Ben 10 or this podcast?
This podcast.
This shitty ass fucking podcast.
This shitty ass fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I wonder how Ben Shapiro feels about this podcast.
Yeah.
We don't have a voicemail line, but perhaps we can make a special exception for such a celebrity.
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. If Ben Shapiro is listening...
The show is about him! This is the Ben Shapiro documentary.
Wait, did Ben grow up to be Ben Shapiro?
To be Ben Shapiro, yeah.
Bro, so he
Ben 10,000 is literally Ben Shapiro.
Wait, tell me the story from how he goes from Ben Tennyson to Ben Shapiro. What happens?
After the events of Omniverse, he retires from being a superhero, and he learns the ways of the red pill. He realizes
the ways of the Republican Party.
Yeah, he realizes that those liberals they really have some wrong opinions, and they want aliens coming into our country. Yeah. Anti-alien immigration.
All these fucking all this immigration from fucking what's a Ben 10 planet? Fucking Trilanium. What the fuck is Diamond Head's planet?
I don't think it's a real play. Hold on. Diamond Head. Ben 10.
Petropia.
I statistically, Petropian immigrants have a very difficult time integrating with the social climate of planet Earth, and I think it's best if we just cut ties with that nation and cease to allow people to immigrate from this planet.
Not funny.
Thanks, Ben. No, thanks, Ben. High quality. So,
listen, I learned how to do a Ben Shapiro impression from Sarancho. Okay.
Now, let's say hypothetically, you were my girl. that meme is so stupid, and I don't even remember how it goes.
Hypothetically, everything was okay.
Nothing is ever okay.
Never. Can we just turn this to
Dark Ben Shapiro?
Dark Shapiro. Dark Ben.
Dark Ben.
We could do Ben 10 and Ben Shapiro simultaneously. Initiate the hashtag Dark Ben. Ben 10.
There's been 1,000 Ben 10 stories about Ben fighting an evil Ben, but this time it's a little different.
Yes. Okay.
Ben Tennyson, you must be defeated. There can be only one Ben.
Ben Tennyson, you must be defeated. There can only be one Ben. Now, say hypothetically, we were to engage in combat, and only one of us, would come out alive. Now, I'm done with this. This is not funny at all. This is the dumbest bit ever.
What is Ben Shapiro's analysis of this combat? I need to know.
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't think Ben Shapiro stands much of a chance, but maybe he can convince me otherwise.
Ben Shapiro gets his own Republican Omnitrix.
The Republican Omnitrix.
That's the name of the episode. Republican Omnitrix.
Space and red pill alien.
What would the Republican Omnitrix turn you into? Fucking
We should
Ronald
do like a
Reagan.
political spectrum of Ben 10 aliens. Do you think Diamond Head would be a liberal or a conservative?
Diamond Head has libertarian energy, you know? He's got all these abilities and he wants to have the freedom, I guess, you know, the liberty, if you will, to enact on all of his abilities, do what he must. With laws and regulations, he would not be able to shoot diamonds all over the place, destroy millions of dollars worth of property. I don't fucking know, dude. What
Do you think that gray matter has to be a liberal because you're a liberal and gray matter is smart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, actually, I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. Lol.
Shut the fuck up! They mean the same
Listen,
thing.
no, they don't. They're different. Okay.
No, they're not.
Liberal is a
the
buzzword.
left and the right the left and the right refers to the liberal and the conservative. They're just
If you look
two
at the history,
different words that mean the same thing.
If you look at the history of liberalism as a political ideology, you'll find that it is not.
Well, actually,
inherently...
liberals used to be conservatives, and the conservatives used to be the liberals.
No, I'm not even saying that, you fuckhead. I'm not even saying that, you dickhead. All I'm saying is liberal is a particular ideology that does not correlate with my left-winged beliefs. I am a leftist despite not being into liberalism as a political ideology. The word liberal can describe me. I could say I'm socially liberal. I prefer the term progressive. It's much more, it encapsulates my views a lot better, but why are we doing this?
Can the straw poll be which of the original 10 aliens would you most likely find in the Republican Omnitrix? People can vote on the most Republican alien.
Like, how are we going to measure which alien is most Republican?
You just make assumptions based on their appearance and what they do in the show. That's really how I deal with anybody's political spectrum. Is I observe their behaviors and I make assumptions. That's how you do it, right?
We need to invent a whole new set of aliens, Republican aliens.
A Republican alien.
For the Republican Omnitrix.
I think Vilgax would be in there. It'd have Gax, the Vilgax form from the reboot. Gax would be in the Republican Omnitrix.
Why would Vilgax be a Republican?
Because Vilgax is bad and Republicans are bad.
Politics is a little bit more complicated than that.
Vilgax are you is sure? It seems Vilgax like that's how you think. Republican bad.
Just because I think Republicans are bad doesn't mean I think everything that's bad is Republican.
It's a Republican. Well, okay, what do you think? How do you think Vilgax leans politically, Demigloom?
I don't think he really falls anywhere on a left-right kind of spectrum. I don't think he cares about any economic policies or general social issues. I think he literally just wants to be in charge of everything. He wants whatever suits him. So, in conclusion, Vilgax is a libertarian. Vilgax is 100% a libertarian who would vote Republican.
Wow.
But he's not a Republican fundamentally. He's definitely more of a survival of the fittest kind of guy.
All right, Demigloom, we were talking about the Ben 10 episode Hunted, I believe, was the topic of discussion.
Okay, listen. Crab and 6-6, right?
Yeah.
They're you know what? We gonna team up and we gonna split the reward. You feel me?
Wait, what the fuck? You haven't even talked about Tetrax. You
I'm gonna
haven't even
get there.
talked about. Wait, no, this
I'm gonna
happens
get there.
after Tetrax.
No, and then Tetrax beats their asses.
Wait, but that was after he revealed himself to Ben, right?
Okay, yeah, okay. Tetrax, one of the bounty hunters, reveals himself to Ben, and it's like, oh my god, he's
Like
a
the most
diamond head.
important scene in the fucking episode.
All right, so he's like, listen, I was gonna get there, okay? Maybe not in perfect order, but I'll explain everything that we learned in this episode and the major events that happened. But anyways, Tetrax reveals himself to be the same species as Diamond Head, and it's like 2 Diamond Heads, and he's like, "Whoa, you're a Diamond Head." He's like, "You're me," and he's like, "No, you're a reckless child. I'm a actual combat thing. You possess
No,
too
you
much
missed
power."
the whole thing was like. So this bounty hunter, before he takes off his mask, is like shit talking Ben for his use of the Omnitrix and how fucking he just all he cares about is brute strength and fucking he doesn't care, and that he's not using the full potential of this alien, referring to Diamond Head. And then Ben's like, "What the fuck you know about my alien?" And then he drops his mask and he's the same species.
Oh shit.
It's kind of it's not. I like scenes like this where just the showing of somebody's face like completely proves somebody wrong. Like I guess the other example I can think of is in Spider-Man: Homecoming when Iron Man shows up and there was a drone earlier in the movie that was Iron Man. So Peter's like, "If you cared, you'd actually be here." And then Tony steps out of the suit.
I see.
That was a good scene. Have you not seen Spider-Man: Homecoming? Do you not remember that?
I haven't watched any Spider-Man movies that came out after the Tobey Maguire ones.
Well, I would highly recommend the Tom Holland trilogy. Unironically, it is very good.
But yeah, he reveals himself to be Diamond Head, and he's like, or a Diamond Head. I don't remember what their species is called. And then the 2 guys, the Crab and 66, they team up. And they're like, we're gonna get the Omnitrix together and split the reward. Which I don't know if Vilgax. I don't think Vilgax said he could do that. I think they're breaking the rules. I think Vilgax wanted one of them to get it. But
I think they can kind of do that on their own terms. Just one of them can claim the reward and then split it once they've claimed. The Vilgax has no control over what they do with the reward after they get it. Just somebody would have to claim it and then split it on their own terms.
what if the reward is like food?
Then, can you not split food, Demi? I mean,
What if the reward
I think I've done that before.
What if the reward is like an iPad? How are they gonna split an iPad?
They sell the iPad and split the money.
But that's not splitting the reward.
Yeah, it is.
It's splitting the value of the reward, but it's not splitting the reward itself.
Demigloom, fuck your semantics.
Why am I debating semantics with like one line of dialogue from Ben 10? Yeah. And basically I don't know.
All right, fuck you. Okay, so
Tetrax.
Tetrax talks some shit to Ben, and Ben's not feeling too good about it. Ben's a little bent out of shape because he just got his fucking
He's a little triggered.
pride destroyed. He's a little triggered. So Tetrax states his intention to Ben to take him back with him for removal of the Omnitrix, which Ben actively refuses to go. But Tetrax is like, "Fuck you! You don't have a choice. I'm taking you there." And then Ben actually tries to fight Tetrax, but it does not go well for him.
Is this before or after he turns into Ben again?
No, he's still Diamond Head.
Okay.
I forgot where you left off, so I kind of just found a place.
Yeah.
So,
That's pretty much where we were.
Oh, that might have even been before he took his mask off, but you didn't mention it, so my brain kind of saw, thing you haven't mentioned yet, and started talking. But in reality, it was just because you didn't mention it.
Perfect order. We just need to like get across like the events of the episode.
All right. So basically, Tetrax's hoverboard is lost, and Tetrax needs that shit to get off the planet. So Tetrax goes to search for his hoverboard, tells Ben to stay put and like shut the fuck up while he's looking for his hoverboard. And Crab is spying on him. He hears the whole exchange. So Crab and 66, they got Gwen and Grandpa Max. And this is when they team up, by the way. This is the same scene. We're getting shit mixed up. But so they're gonna split the reward. They got Grandpa Max and they got Gwen. And Ben's like, "Oh shit, we gotta save my family." And Tetrax looks like, "Nah, fuck you. I don't give a shit about your family, you little bitch. I I just want that Omnitrix." So Tetrax flees the scene. He does not fight. He flees as he's outnumbered. He still has Ben with him. Um, Crab tries to shoot at Tetrax, but it doesn't work. 'Cause Tetrax got that fucking diamond skin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, this is when he leaves Ben behind to the building, and he goes back to fight the robots. You see, this is hard, but it's not going to be as hard for me as it was for you. I'm not going to pause as many times. I promise. I promise the viewers.
You promise Ellie.
I promise. Yeah, the one person who watches this show. So Tetrax is fighting off the robots. Meanwhile, Ben notices his Omnitrix is all charged and ready to go. So he is gonna use it.
He's gonna use the Omnitrix to fight the bad guys.
To fight the bad guy. So he goes and he gets ready to transform into Four Arms, but then he realizes, oh shit, Grandpa Max and Tetrax both told me I gotta think with my head. I gotta do a strategy. So he turns into Gray Matter. Which Gray Matter immediately fucking jumps on. Gray Matter knows what to do immediately. Jumps onto Crab, starts searching for a nerve cluster, as he puts it. So he just rips a bunch of wires out of Crab, and Crab like shuts down, and explodes and shit. Meanwhile, Tetrax and 6-6 are still going at each other. But 6-6, it's looking like he might win this battle if things continue as they go. But then Ben shows up, still as Gray Matter, and distracts 6-6. 6-6 tries to fire a missile at him, but Max tackles him to stop him from shooting the missile. And then 6-6, he gets off of Max and he's about to fucking kill him with an energy saw, which is pretty fucking metal. And this is enough of a distraction for Gray Matter to get back into the fray. Which Tetrax is like, "Hey, I told you to stay fucking put," but Ben just ignores him and starts pulling nerve clusters in 6-6 armor too, which also results in 6-6 being defeated after a little short ride on his jetpack involuntarily. Then he crashes into a water tower, which almost crushes Ben, but he does get out of the way. And Crab is still alive. He didn't like explode. I said that by accident. He's just like all haywire and shit. But then he gets crushed by the water tower, and before he dies, he's like, "I hate this planet," and then he gets fucking smashed. It's funny. I really like that part.
Does he die? Like,
oh yeah, they did.
oh, he did. That's so sad.
Well, the bounty hunters, I think the original implication is that they were all robots. We know Tetrax is not, but I believe Crab and 6-6 are.
I don't think 6-6 is a robot. Maybe I just know that from like later in the show, but I'm pretty sure like I never thought he was a robot when I watched this.
I think he might be a robot, but hey, who knows?
Well, I know he's not a robot from later in the show.
So, oh well, fuck you. So Tetrax captures. Oh no, they're not dead. Then how do they crushed by a fucking water tower and survive? Fuck. So anyway, Tetrax has a little cube. He has a little prison cube that he puts them in. I don't know how I forgot about that. I saw that and I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. But Gray Matter turns back into Ben. And Tetrax is about to leave, and Ben is like, "Yo, what about the Omnitrix? He's literally fucking just baiting, getting fucked up if this had gone wrong." But yeah, no, Tetrax is like, "Yeah, it's in good hands." And then Tetrax leaves him with his hoverboard, which Ben's like, "I thought you needed that to get off the planet." And then Tetrax says, "Selective disinformation." And
I had that in
like,
my notes.
Ben's like, "What?" And then Gwen's like, "He lied."
He pulled a Republican move. Tetrax is a Republican because he uses selective disinformation.
Disinformation, yeah.
He's the most Republican alien ever.
So yeah, now Ben has a hoverboard given to him by Tetrax.
And then
And
somehow Ben gets covered in sunscreen too.
Gwen pours the sunscreen on his head.
Yeah.
As revenge.
And then he opens the door to the rust bucket, and there's a huge bucket of water that falls onto his head.
Oh yeah.
And then Grandpa Mac is like, "Huh, practical jokes are funny when it's not you, haha."
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then Vilgax watches as Tetrax leaves, and he doesn't like being betrayed. He's pretty pissed. And then he's like, "Oh shit! Whoever has this Omnitrix must be pretty clever, and definitely not a 10-year-old boy."
Yeah.
And that's how the episode ends.
I really like how this show like mixes like the whole just Ben 10 or like Ben Tennyson, Ben, Gwen, and Max and like their summer vacation. And they mix that like with the Vilgax plot and like how Vilgax trying to get the Omnitrix. Even like we know what Vilgax is up to, and they don't even know who the fuck Vilgax is. And it's really interesting to see the two worlds like get closer and closer together until they eventually collide. I think that's a great way. It's a great way to set up like an action comedy show. Is to have like two things going on, one more serious and one more silly, and have these two worlds like slowly getting closer to each other.
Yeah, that is a really interesting part of the show. I like how I like them doing that. It's good. I tried to phrase it in a more specific way, but it didn't quite work out in my brain. So
Yeah,
it's a pretty good episode. So
pretty good episode. Is there more to say?
except for our wrap up questions, no.
Riely, there's a whole nother episode we have to do.
Yeah, we do wrap up questions for both episodes, Cuck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Can this be a one episode podcast?
No! What the fuck are you talking about? No!
This sucks. I hate
Stop
it. I
doing
hate
that!
you. Riely, I don't
Motherfucker.
care. I don't care about the quality of this show. I'm going to ruin it by complaining. I'm doing it once again.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wrap up questions. What the fuck are our wrap up questions?
The same as every fucking
Favorite character, favorite scene, and then what else? Rated out of 10. Yeah. Can I go
Rated out
first?
of Ben 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. Who's your favorite character?
Tetrax. He's pretty badass. Pretty cool. He's a nice addition to the story. Pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
I think for sure the highlight of this episode is Tetrax. He's a badass. He takes no prisoners, and he had his Ben's best interest in his heart the whole time.
Yeah,
but he didn't let you know that because he was trying to teach Ben a lesson.
Yeah,
Love that guy.
Good guy. Pretty good
Tetrax
guy.
is based in Red Pill.
Except he's a Republican, so fuck that guy. But other than being a Republican, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good Republican, you know.
He's
on, like,
one of the
low
good ones,
end.
you could say.
Yeah. He's on like the low end of ACAB, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's a bastard, but only a little bit.
He's a bastard, but we all love him. Just like
So
Hank
what's your
Schrader, you
favorite
know.
scene?
Favorite scene is when the Tetrax reveal. The Tetrax. Do I need to say more?
Yeah. You
Oh,
see,
shit.
it's unfortunate that we have. There's only one opinion to have about this episode, really. It's Tetrax reveal scene is pretty fucking sick.
We already talked about it.
I'm looking at the wiki right now, just because I have it in front of me for when I do my entire summary of Tourist Trap. It's going to be much better than your shitty summary of Hunted. I didn't realize this show had a different airing from its production order, and that pisses me off, because if I knew that, I would have had us watching this shit in production order, because that's how it's meant to be consumed by the creators.
Yeah.
Because I hate when cartoons do this, but it's kind of too late now, so...
What is different about the production order?
Well, it's just that's the order that the episodes were produced, and thus, assumedly, the way that they're meant to be consumed. A lot of American
way is it
cartoons.
Wrong? Like, how is it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what episode is it, what production order, but I have the article open for Tourist Trap, and I noticed that it is the 6th episode in the U.S. airing, but it's the 8th produced.
Oh God. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up when they do that. But I mean, it is what it is.
Even the wiki denotes it as the 8th episode of the first season of Ben 10. Fuck.
Damn. I guess we're doing this wrong. I wonder if
I'm
like,
pissed about this now.
I wonder if that's on the DVD like that.
That's a good question.
I assume HBO Max? That's what I'm watching this on?
I'm watching
What-
it on Hulu.
What's a legal streaming service that you can watch Ben 10 on? Hulu? Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hulu
Yeah.
and HBO Max, both of those.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
sure
was
you
watching
knew that
it.
already.
I was watching it on HBO Max, and on HBO Max, it's in this order.
I see.
in- Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was on Hulu for you too, because otherwise we'd be talking about two different episodes.
All right, good news. Good news. We can still save this.
Okay.
Demi, you're gonna get your wish, by the way. So I hope you're
What?
happy. Because the first 5 episodes are in fact aired in production order. It is only after that they diverge. Tourist Trap is the 8th episode in production order. The next 2 are Last Laugh and Kevin 11. So I think we have the opportunity to rescue our show and do it the right way here. So I think we call it now, having talked about Hunted. And then next time we come back to talk about Last Laugh and Kevin 11.
So we just end the show here?
I mean, you already suggested doing that, first of all. And second of all, I think that's the way we save our show here. Because I do want to do it in production order.
Bitch!
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, science!
Fucking science. Fuck
This
yeah.
isn't even going to be 1 hour long. Ellie's going to be so disappointed.
We're sorry, Ellie, okay?
Yeah.
We're putting out like less than an hour of content every month.
And
No,
there is an uneven number of episodes in the first season, so by doing this, it does work out that we will do 2 episodes in the last episode, and we'll cover the whole season, and not go into
Okay.
season 2 in the same episode. So there you go. So this is a 1 episode, and then next time we'll come back
special.
for. Yeah, I don't know if it's special. It's just that we watched the wrong fucking second episode, so we kind of gotta save face here.
That kind of sucks because I had a bunch of notes and shit I wanted to say about the next episode, but it is what it is.
Well,
Let's
just
save for
keep it
later.
around because we'll
Yeah.
be talking about it in episode 5.
Okay. Well, do we have anything else we want to talk about before this ends?
I guess I can talk about. We were
Go on.
okay. When did we record episode 2? It was a long time before it was released. I don't remember quite how long.
It was like a week before it was released.
Are you sure? I think it might have been 2.
No, it was not 2 weeks.
It was more. It might have even been more than 2 weeks, Demigloom. I think you're giving yourself a lot more credit than you should, because I think it was a long. I had to like remind you like 4 times.
Well, you have to remember we had there was like 4 fucking takes as well. So
Episode
your memory.
2? No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
What the fuck are you talking about? We only did that once.
No, there was like 3 takes for episode 2.
Demi, that's not true.
They didn't get very far. But there were 3 takes. I remember this specifically. You were like, "Man, fuck this," and you kicked the bots out. This happened when we tried to record episode 2. So you have memories of recording it from earlier than that recording was recorded.
I remember the final recording getting recorded, and then you getting sent to the funny farm. And then even once you got out of the funny farm, it taking another week for you to put it out.
Oh, that happened. I forgot about that.
Yes, so it was multiple weeks, you motherfucker.
Okay, you're right. See, when I was in the hospital, I forgot. Like, it feels just like time froze. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
So
I'm a
since then, I
failure.
have watched not super recently, but definitely since then, I have watched more Omniverse and Ultimate Alien, and I gotta say, Ben 10, pretty fucking sick.
All right.
I love Omniverse in particular because I hadn't seen a lot of it, and now that I've gotten into it, I'm a big fan.
That's good.
There's a really good episode about it was like a 2-parter about like an alien invasion. It was pretty good. Ben goes undercover and do you remember the incursions at all? I think they might be in the original series as well, or like Alien Force or something.
The incursions. Let me look them up. I
They're
don't
like
think I
frog
recall.
alien.
Wait, hold up. The incursions, fucking Ben 10. Yo, yes, I remember.
You remember these guys?
Yes, I do. It's
Okay, yeah, she was
incursion
in
time.
Alien Force, and she looks whack in Alien Force. What the fuck? But yeah, Taya, the princess, she like takes over the Earth for a while, and she like exiles Ben 10, and it's pretty fucking crazy. But then Ben like comes back, and he he comes up with this fucking like scheme where he goes to fucking Azimuth, and Azimuth like unlocks incursion in his Omnitrix, and he blends in as an incursion, and like teams up with Kevin and Gwen and Rook, and it's really funny because the only one who doesn't immediately realize it's Ben is Rook, or not Rook. Rook realizes. The only one who doesn't immediately realize it's Ben is Kevin.
Oh,
And everybody just plays along the whole time. And then when Ben finally reveals himself, Gwen and Rook are both. Gwen is like, I knew the whole time I could read his mana. And Rook's like, I had a feeling. And Kevin's like, what the fuck?
I love Kevin in the later. Well, I love Kevin all around, but particularly in the later series.
Which
I'm
we're going to be
looking.
talking about his origin episode next week.
Yeah, I'm looking up Atia on Google Images, and on the fucking first page, there's some Rule 34 shit. It's
I mean,
unbelievable.
she's pretty hot in Omniverse.
Nah, I don't
Ben
know
like
about that, buddy.
seduces her. It's pretty funny.
I
He's
don't know if I
he's in
could.
his fucking incursion form bullfrag, and he's like, you know, Atea, now that I'm an incursion, I'm seeing you in a whole different. He just like fucking seduces Atea to distract her. It's really funny.
That is pretty odd. Oh God, I see this art of human Atea, and that's pretty.
What? Can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Wait, is it Rule 34 or is it just normal?
No, it's
Okay,
normal.
good. I did for a minute. I'm like, am I asking Demigloom for porn? But no, it's good.
He's like, yeah, I'll save that one for later.
I don't like this. Not a vibe.
It just looks like Gwen in Omniverse. It's
But
like the
a
colors,
lot
it's like
less
the
hot.
textures of Gwen. I don't know. Anyways, is there
Dude,
any,
Gwen's hottest design was in Omniverse, but not the one that she has for most of Omniverse. The one she has in literally the first episode, and that's it. That is the
really?
hottest Gwen Tennyson. They just
I
like
don't know.
they changed her design, but like it's weird that they only chose to do that after they already had her in an episode. So they had like basically Alien Force Gwen, but in the
Oh, are you
Omniverse
talking about
style.
with the ponytail on the back?
Yes.
Oh my God, she's way less hot then.
Nah. You're just fucking tripping, dog.
The regular Omniverse Gwen is hot as fuck.
I don't know. I don't
You're not
know.
into like acne and weird ass glasses and greasy ass ugly hair.
Usually I am, but you know, something about that first design.
Eh, understandable. Understandable.
But anyway, folks, I think that'll do us for.
What's the official question of the day?
Well, which of the 10 aliens would be in the Republican Omnitrix? What else would it be?
That's so fucking like.
All
There's
right,
no
I'm open to other suggestions.
um. Which Gwen from Omniverse is the
Which,
hottest?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the question. Which Gwen from Omniverse
Demi, you
is the
better put
hottest?
both designs on the screen right now. You little fucking
Okay,
visual editing bullshit.
fine. I'll make a fucking Craig note. Cool. Well, Riley, is it time to do plugs?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
can find me at anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed. It's the Riely Podcast Megafeed. There's all sorts of podcasts there, and the links in the description of said feed has everything else that I do, including a few other podcasts, my social medias, my YouTube, and what have you.
And remember, that's Riely.
They're on most of them are on a YouTube channel that has that right there.
Okay.
What are the actually real quick, Demigloom? Not to keep you here for any longer, but I do want to know what the listener statistics are on the Anchor.
I'll check them out after this.
No, check them out right now. And tell
No.
the listeners.
Fine. Anchor.fm. I don't even remember which fucking email I'm signed in on.
Did you not just make like an Omnitrix Radio email if you were gonna make an Omnitrix Radio account?
I think I just used demigloom@gmail.com.
You haven't already used demigloom@gmail.com for an Anchor account?
I don't believe so.
What did you use for the
No.
death stream?
No. I used a different account, it looks like. We could try Trigger War? The trigger. Oh my, and it wants. Dude, Riley, I'll do this later, okay?
Okay, I didn't realize you didn't have your fucking logins in order, for fuck's sake.
Okay. Listen.
Where can they find you?
Listen. I'm nothing like the bitch that I wish that I was, gripping, equipping the pump, flipping and tripping the jump. Listen to bitching about shit that doesn't exist. They want to watch me every time that I come and I piss. She, her, miss me with that they shit. When I rap, they say, miss me with that gay shit. If you misgender me, I'll crack you on the fucking pavement.
Demi, you can't rhyme shit with shit. It's over. You've ruined it.
No, it's funny. I said, miss me with that they shit, miss me with that gay shit.
No. That's not how it works, though. You can't rhyme shit with shit. And also, fuck, what was I going to say? Fuck, I had something important to say. Oh. What are we going to do about the description, Demi?
What do you mean?
Our description format that we put in every episode clearly states that every episode we watch 2 episodes of Ben 10.
We'll just fucking... Whatever. We'll change it. We'll change it for this one episode. We'll acknowledge that we made an exception. Anyways, just look up at Demigloom, Demigloom anywhere. Fuck you.
Yeah, we gotta throw the parentheses in.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
Gotta be. You watch 2 episodes of Ben 10 and in the parentheses, except this time, lol.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll
probably help.
But all right, gamers, thank you all for listening. It's Untitled Radio. We're glad to have you, and we'll see you next time for those 2 episodes that I already said, and I'm not gonna go look for again.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.